Hi guys, it's Denise. Welcome to my channel. Really early in the morning, and I thought it would be a perfect time to do a balcony tour. I've been so excited to do an update. So excited that I haven't even washed my face, that I literally, I just woke up and I look like a bag of poop, but let's go. Okay guys, so much has changed and I'm so excited to just kind of walk through with you guys. I'm not going to put the names of everything down below, but if you do have a question about what any plant is, just let me know and I put a timestamp and I will definitely tell you what it is. If I know almost all of them, so shouldn't be a problem. Rick is going to join us. Hi Richard. Oh yes, he loves his outside time. So let's just start on the end here where I have a lot of my sedums. I was just blowing off all the water. Okay, so a lot of these haven't been in the video. This is Sedum Bertram Anderson. It did get a horticultural oil treatment later in the spring. So it's recovering from that, but it's about to bloom, which is awesome. And I'm waiting for it to bloom because I want to make a lovely sedum arrangement with this guy, this beautiful Sempervivum here, which I absolutely love the color on. Like, there is no filter. It's looking beautiful on camera to me. And then this gorgeous purple one that's just stunning. I would love to put those three together. So hopefully we'll get some blooms and then we'll do that. This here is a Sempervivum Appletini. Could use a little more sun to bring out the colors. And then we have a whole bunch of little ones there. And then this arrangement here, very beautiful. Lots of stuff in there. I think there are sedum is it sex angulaire or sex, like, is it sex? I don't know how you say that. And then we have sedum coral carpet, which is actually that one there. And then the other one is sedum dragon blood. So this arrangement I have never shown before because I ordered these online and they came with spider mites. So they had to go through 3 horticultural oil treatments. Now there haven't been anything. I haven't seen anything in so long, so I'm going to officially say that this is recovered and I am so happy. It's just really starting to do very well for me. Yay, good plants. So down here I have something that is dying. You can see there's a dead Sempervivum in the middle, some plants on their way out. This arrangement that had the I can't even say that, the Sempervivums with the webbing, it did not take to the horticultural oil treatment at all. I did lose almost all of them. So this is just kind of where I have the ones just living out the end of their life, and they were putting out blooms. That's gone now, but it looks like we have another one. To the left I have some of the Succulent Swedish Ivy that I'm just rooting in here. And then we have my Echeveria Agra Boy, which is doing so good. It's just been doing its thing all summer. Not a single problem. Just happy plant, happy life. Not much to say about that one. And I finally got my 3 tiers plant stand in a position where it wasn't falling over. And that was honestly, guys, a battle. It took so long. I only finally found somewhere for it right now because the balcony is so uneven. So uneven. It's actually not the plant stand's fault. So I did previously state that Canadian Tire plant stands were not the best, but I'm going to go ahead and take that back. It's my balcony is not the best. Anyway, so we have a beautiful, excuse me, Echeveria up here, and I believe that's a baby, but it could be a flower stalk. I honestly don't know. It's huge. That one is huge. And I'm actually going to move it later, but that is its temporary spot. Too much rain in that spot. We had torrential rain yesterday. It was awful. So, well, it wasn't awful. It was great. But when you have succulents in containers getting rained on for an extended period of time, not great. This here's my Kalanchoe. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys can tell how big it's gotten. Huge. It's huge. And there's another one down below. I finally repotted it. It hadn't been growing for the longest time, and then I realized it was root bound. So I think that was my fault. Another Kalanchoe there. These are some sedums that also were with the spider mite order, and they don't have spider mites anymore, but I think some of them might be alive still. It looked a lot worse before, so I'm just holding out, keeping the faith that they will bounce back. Here are some sedums similar to those ones, but these ones were from my garden last year that I actually overwintered inside. And these, same thing. These were from my garden last year. I did overwinter them inside, which I didn't have to do. I now know. And beside here, we have a huge accidente. By accident, obviously, I knocked this over about 3 days ago, like completely upside down. Thankfully, the pot didn't break. A lot of the plant did break off, and yeah, we had some issues. It definitely needs to be repotted. Fortunately, I mean, it didn't really, I didn't lose, I'll see. It just keeps falling apart. So I'm going to be repotting that later. That is my Chinese dunce cap succulent. I mean, it survived an alcohol treatment. I didn't want to use the horticultural oil on it because it was in with the sedums, and that's why it started growing these multiple rosettes, because the top part had fried. And it looked beautiful, and then I knocked it over. Oh well, things happen. So coming back up to the top here, I just have some random sedums again that are in bloom, so I want to let them continue to bloom before I just dismantle that and put them into other containers. I have string of beads. It was doing horrible in my, I think it was June succulent tour video. Oh my gosh, so bad. It was, it had something, but I gave it a few treatments of horticultural oil, and it's now bounced back, and it's doing really, really good. It has new growth, and happy. Ooh, ooh. See? This is why I'm so stressed out sometimes when I'm recording, because I'm gonna hurt my plants. Okay, so it's fine. This arrangement was hanging down to here, and they were all curving upwards towards the sun, and it just looked awful. So I did go ahead and do a serious trim on it, but now it's growing all up and looks amazing. And this little sedum back here, I'm so happy to say, has a little baby. I didn't know if this was going to survive or not. Again, it was in with the spider mite order. And this is sedum, coral reef sedum. And it's now finally in more sun, so I should start to see the beautiful colors soon. Oh my goodness, I did it again. Okay, I'm officially not allowed. Okay, I need to find a good Denise safe spot. Sorry about the camera moving around, guys, but I don't want to spread my plant. There we go. So that's the coral reef sedum. It's doing so well. And then we have this that I just recently put together. And I did this rather quickly because I needed to get those plants out of the plug trays. They had been in for so long. So this isn't a masterpiece, but that's not what it was about. It was about getting the plants into a place where they could start to grow and be happy. So we have coral reef sedum here and a whole bunch of sempervivums, and I do not know the name. This is like Sedum Angelina, but an orange type. So it's, I think, still the same name though. That's one of the cobwebby type of sempervivums that did survive. We have another little survivor here. I've just been throwing pieces of dunce cap in, and this is my fun little, oh, another survivor back there. This is my fun little thing. I can just stick things in, and I absolutely love it. Andrew Jimmy rigged it with some old VHS tape, so it actually sits properly because it was like falling down. Okay, so let's talk about what's down here. What's down here is a Peperomia that I purchased 2 weeks ago at the nursery, and I didn't get any other plants really other than a little cacti because there were spider mites on everything, and not only mealybugs too, real bad. And I think that's just the situation this time of year and anywhere you buy plants. Like, I'm not blaming them. I also saw some beneficial like mites in use as well, so thumbs up to them for using those guys. But this guy had spider mites, so he's had 2 treatments of horticultural oil. I wanted to keep it outside, did not want to keep it around any of my other houseplants, and my quarantine room is currently still in use. Yeah, I didn't see them again, but I treated it a second time, and I am going to do it a third time before I bring it inside. The soil I have not been saturating completely, because if it just, the oil will sit on top and it won't evaporate at all. So I don't know, I'm pretty experienced with using horticultural oil on tropical plants, so and succulents at this point, even though I don't like to do it. But yeah, it'll probably be okay. Anything else over here? Okay, also the Portulacas. I did a serious trim back because they were hitting the ground, and they do drop a lot of spent flower buds around. That's not, I don't have this. That's not even mine. Just put that over there. But yeah, it's doing really good. I'm happy I gave it that trim. It seems to be, it seemed really stressed out, like it was just really leggy, and I don't know. And I check, there's lots of little bugs and stuff in this one too, but I don't think that they're harmful. I've never seen any damage, and it just, I don't know, it just seems like it's its own living thing. And I always check though over here because I have succulent in with them. And if the succulent is doing okay, then I'm not too concerned. And then back here I actually have a leaf rooting apparently. I don't even remember putting that in there. So that's that, and I know, so tacky guys, but for sentimental reasons, I couldn't throw it out. Yeah. And here I have my little station, garbage, yeah, just some stuff. Okay, so here on my table, I have a lot less plants, and I'm hoping to not have any plants, because, well, maybe one plant. I want to use it as more of a potting / sitting and enjoying space, where before it had been a plant storage space. So I don't have a lot. I have my Echeveria Afterglow. So let's check out this damage here. That is from an alcohol treatment that I did. It was this one and another one over there were beside a plant that had thrips. And I just wanted to treat them all just in case, but I only did it once and the plant seems fine. And the new growth is looking great. Now I am going to behead it soon, I think. That way I can hopefully get some babies and just make the rosette a little smaller. Yeah, that's what's going on with her. And then I have my Thanksgiving cactus here. It did bloom, it's done blooming now. You had so much new growth that it dropped a lot of the blooms, but it has a lot of new growth again. It just wants to grow. That's what it wants to do. It wants to grow. And I have a Peperomia outside. This is my Peperomia. Sometimes it's called happy beans. It's called many things. And it seems to be doing okay. Its color lightened up, but it's not getting any direct sun, and it's happy. And I have my Kalanchoe tomatosa panda plant on that one. Baby jades. These are 1-year-old leaf cuttings, a little over a year, and they are missing a lot of the bottom leaves because they got scorched when I first put this outside, and they dropped them, and then I did pull some off. Oops. That's why I can't go barefoot outside. I'd love to go barefoot outside. I love, like, well, preferably if there was turf or grass or just like weeds or something, but here all there is stray top dressing, which you can step on, and that is no fun. Andrew did that yesterday, the poor guy. He couldn't even look at it. I had to remove the stone from the balcony because he was that upset. Anyways, back to the plants. It seems to be doing great now. And then I'm going to show you underneath my table. This duel. This is one of the spots I have a water bucket. I keep mosquito dunks in there so that I am not contributing to mosquito population. And I just have it on a little stool, and I do submerge some of my plants completely. So I just take the water from it and water some of them above. Some of them I water in like little containers from the bottom. It really depends on the plant. And this bucket is used for all of the plants down here. The reason I have two is because those plants did have, I think some of them had spider mites, not anymore, but I did want to kind of keep that separate. So that's one of the buckets there. And I did get this idea from Ray at Retro Ray's Succulents, and oh, it's just working so well. So thank you very much, Ray. He's a man with some ideas. Here we have a cat. Nice cat. Okay, so I have never really shown you guys my outdoor cacti. So here they are on their lovely table. I absolutely love this table for them. It is perfect. They are out of the sun right now because I did a final horticultural oil treatment on this one, and the one at the back. And now I finally moved them. That was a third one was more because I was like overdoing it. Like I knew I didn't have to do the third one, but as an extra precaution before moving close to everything else, I just wanted to make sure that they no longer had some spider mites because they got them from the Sedums. But I did catch everything really early, and I think we're good. So this one here is a Hagioserius. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Please correct me if I'm wrong, guys. I really want to pronounce things right. The reason it looks kind of, ow, Oh, my bad. The reason it looks kind of beat up right now is because of the horticultural oil treatment, and also I had been submerging them to try to get rid of some of the bugs as well before, which really did help, but he's missing some soil, and I need to go with the comb and take all the perlite off of him. Back here we have my cholla cactus, or also known as the Cylindropuntia, and it has tons of new growth still. I'm gonna attempt this one really quick. Okay, there we go. So it has 2 growth points coming off there. And guys, before bringing this back inside, I'd really like to try to, I don't like to disrupt the natural process of my plants, but I cannot, like, if in there got spider mites inside, I don't know, like it'd be so hard to see. And it's just this big mass here, so I was wondering if I could pick off some of the little growths and maybe give some space in there. If you have any advice on maybe just how I could give it a little more space, I would really like that. Again, I'd like them to just do their natural thing. Now, I do know this is gonna just go wah, so there's gonna have to be some something done, because or else it's just gonna get top heavy and fall over, so I don't know. Okay, so I'll just kind of show it off there again, looking a little rough from the horticultural oil treatment, and this one is the worst for having the perlite stuck in it. So know that I feel very bad, and I'm going to be cleaning them up soon. So this little guy right here is an old man cactus, I forget the name, but he is my oldest, and he's lost some hair at the top from the horticultural oil, and he looks a little bad, but once he's cleaned up, he'll look great again. And I am so proud of this little guy because it's my first one I ever overwintered, and yay. I actually picked out this plant as my Grow It for Josh plant. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos last year. I was obviously watching Lana, Desert Plants of Avalon, and then also Rachel at Gardening at Duenza, and her son passed away, Josh, sadly, and all people from all over the world are growing plants in his memory, and this is the plant that I picked out to grow. And I took a beautiful picture when I first got it, and I never sent it to her, which I should probably do, but and it looked all pretty, and now he doesn't look the best, but it's pulled through so much that I really, you know, it's special. And it's nice to do something like that and grow a plant in people's memory, even if you didn't know them. I mean, we're all the same, right? We're all part of the same energy. Okay, so now off the spiritual talk, this is my little purple plant that I absolutely love. This is one of my favorite. Oh, I need some water, but I love him so much. It's so cute and purple, and like the shimmering purple green, like it's just amazing. And number one thing I love about this plant is the hair. Okay, that's the best thing ever. And yeah, who wouldn't love that hair? Up here we have my that's my Cylindropuntia, and this is my Puntia violacea, and that's, I think, what's it called? I don't know. You guys know. It's Puntia, and it's beautiful. Since I got it, it has put out this beautiful pad here, this one here, and we're working on a third one right there. This one was not treated. It was treated once with horticultural oil, and then I determined there were no bugs on it and didn't treat since then, and it's been perfect. It hasn't had any problems. I just love this plant. I love it. I love the purple, I love the turquoise, I love the green, I love how it grows. I just love everything about it. So that is my little cacti table, and I'm just going to quickly show you some plants behind me, and then I think I'm going to cut this video, and then I'm going to upload a second part. So let's just flip around here. Okay, so here we have one of my Euphorbias. This is what I got from Ray, Retro Ray Succulents, and you can see it's got tons of, where's the lighting here? We'll just do this. I'm getting old. So these are all the little babies, and they're like almost little plants. It's so cute. So I'm going to be repotting this soon. I almost just want to let it do its thing right now. I guess I'll just see how it goes. But I am so impressed that it's just doing all these babies. I love it so much, and it's been so healthy. It's had no problems, nothing. It's been right beside my cacti before, and it had no problems. I'm trying to keep it out of the direct sun. This is my little mini Euphorbia. So cute, also from Ray. And this plant is also from Ray. And this is a crassula, and by accident Andrew knocked it over and it smashed, so, but most of it is intact, but we did lose some. However, I tried to recreate what he had going on with the rock, and I think I did a fairly decent job. And here is my mini-me. I call this my mini-me cactus, or Junior D. It's so cute. It's still rooting in. So let's move it out of the sun. And I don't know how long it's gonna take to do that. I don't know when I should water it. I don't know. This is my first time trying to root cacti, so I mean, usually I just listen to my plants, but we'll see. But it has flower buds, and that one's growing. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. I hope it actually blooms. I mean, if this plant can bloom and it has no roots, and I heard Ray's did that one, so who knows? Fingers crossed. I really hope I do well by it. I think it's an echinopsis, people were telling me, which is awesome. I don't care what it is. I love it so much, but I do love to know the names, of course, right? But I love the hairy buds. Like, if it can go ahead and just do that every year, that would be amazing, because it looks like my little buns, and I like that. So down here we have my two little guys. Now these were growing out of the one I just showed you, kind of underneath, and I don't know if they were the same type of cacti or if they are just a different type and the seeds blew in. I don't know, but so far they're doing okay outside. I have them in the shade and they had roots, so I'm watering them. And then right beside that we have my little I think it's a spruce cone cactus or something, and this is the one that it was on the floor at the nursery. It's that white thing. I'm gonna have to check out that little white dot. But it was on the floor at the nursery, and it had, I didn't know at the time, but I just took it because it was on the floor. But it actually had a mealybug masquerading as one of its hairy little white things. And when I got outside to the parking lot, I took a stick and I removed it. Brought it home and kept it inside for a week and let it callus, and just used some alcohol and Q-tip. Twice I did that just in case there was anything. And now we've moved it outside to, hi Siren, I hope everyone's okay. I hate it when I hear that. It's like, anyways, brought him outside to root, and I hope he does okay. I might just go in with a Q-tip. I see some white dots. I don't know what that is, but we'll check it out after. So my intention is to move this table over here, like do a switch, so those guys can be in the sun, because right now they're not, but they did just have the horticultural oil treatment. So I'm gonna wrap this up here, guys, and upload this one. Those are all the plants on the end of the balcony that we'll be doing after. As well, I'll talk about my watering system that I have on the go under there, some babies propagating, tons of new plants. So I'm gonna show you everything that wasn't in the succulent unboxing video that I shot and filmed, because I wanted to, it was for growsomething.ca. I really like them, and I still want to put up that video. So I'm gonna skip over those plants and focus just on other things and other new plants, because I've gotten so much over the summer, and they're all doing really, really good. So I can't wait to share it with you guys. If you have watched all of this, thank you so much for watching. It's been really awesome to just be able to go around and show stuff and talk to you guys, and I love the sort of informal nature of it. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and upload this, and then I will shoot the other one. Bye. Come on inside, Rick. Come on. Rick. Come on, we gotta go inside and upload the video, okay? Come on. Rick. Uh-oh. Let's come to this. Come on. Want treats?